One of the questions that I always get asked is, how do you travel so much without ever checking in any luggage? Well, in this video I'm going to show you how to pack for endless, multi-season, non-stop travel with just one 40-liter carry-on. So let's go! First of all, should you go for a backpack or a suitcase? And to be honest, there is no right or wrong answer here. I have been traveling full-time on and off for the better part of 6 years, and I have tried everything. Big backpacks, small backpacks, large suitcases and carry-on suitcases. And what is right for you really depends on your travel style and also the trip you are going on. If you move around a lot and take a lot of public transportation, then a backpack might be more suitable because you are more mobile. But then if you just go from the airport to the hotel and take taxis and rental cars all the time, then a suitcase will be much more comfortable. For me, the main reason to use a backpack right now is that I am always filming my train journeys and flights, and so I like to have both hands free to maneuver the camera. And that brings me to the backpack that I'm going to be using on this trip, the Tomtoc T66 40-liter Navigator. Full disclosure here, Tomtoc did send this bag over for me to review it, so thanks very much for that. And I have had the chance to test it, but it hasn't gone through the punishment that is months-long full-time travel yet. So I don't know how it's gonna hold up in the long run, but after having owned many different bags over the years, I know a quality product when I see one, and this is definitely a high-quality bag. It retails at around $85, and that is incredible value for money considering the materials and features. Some have even called it the GOAT budget travel backpack. Specs of the bag: it is 23 x 34 x 52 centimeters and weighs 1.2 kilos. And that means that it fits the carry-on restrictions of the vast majority of airlines, but it doesn't work as a personal item on airlines like Ryanair and EasyJet, but then those bags are really small, and this one is quite a bit bigger. It is built with highly durable recycled fabrics, and it has YKK zippers, which is something you usually don't get on an $85 bag. The shoulder straps feel really comfortable even when the bag is fully loaded, and you have another strap in the middle for extra balance and comfort. Now, the one criticism that I have is that this bag just doesn't have that many internal divisions and pockets. I would have loved to see a little hidden pocket around here for your credit card and passport, which other bags have, but this one doesn't. You do have this small pocket on top, which is for your passport, I guess. And then this long flat pocket at the front. Not sure what I'm gonna use that for. Maybe a book or a journal, because it is a bit too flat for shoes, for example. On the sides, we have two water bottle holders, which can hold bottles up to 75 ml. And then of course, compression straps, always useful. Getting to the main compartment, it opens like a suitcase, and that is absolutely crucial. If you travel with just one bag, you need one that opens like this so that you can quickly access your stuff. If you got a bag that just loads from the top, it is really hard to find stuff, and it's also very annoying to pack. This main compartment is where you'll put all your clothes and bigger items, and it has no internal divisions, so it is basically one big black hole, but it is gonna work well with packing cubes. Then we get to the second compartment, which opens clamshell style. Very useful, and it has a slot for a 17-inch laptop that is very well padded, and also one for a tablet, and then you have this mesh pocket for your chargers and stuff. Again, this electronics compartment could do with a few more pockets if you ask me, as it only has one. Anyhow, the most innovative feature of this entire bag is that you can access the main compartment from this laptop compartment right here. This is a really clever design solution that I haven't seen on many bags. If you go through TSA, for example, and you need to take out your laptop and liquids, you can simply open the laptop compartment and then reach into the main compartment to get your liquids back. So yeah, a well-designed bag that is definitely gonna work as a main carry-on for one bag travel. So thanks again to Tomtoc for sending it over, and I will put a link to the bag down into the description if you are interested. And I will also add links to some other items that I use during my travels. And yeah, these are affiliate links, so if you purchase something through those, you support the channel. Thanks very much. Now let's start packing. So I am leaving the day after tomorrow, and the interesting thing about this trip is that I haven't really decided where I'm going. I obviously know the first destination, but I have only booked one flight, and after that everything is open. Also, I don't know how long I'm gonna be traveling, and there is a very good chance that I'll be in different climates. So yeah, the gear that I'm bringing needs to work in virtually every situation, and that is the challenge. But after having been a digital nomad for many years, I always bring the same amount, no matter if I'm traveling for 2 weeks or 20 weeks. So let's get to it, shall we? Starting with clothing, as is probably obvious, I am the furthest thing from a fashionista and I really don't like shopping, so my clothing has to be discreet, minimalist and versatile. As such, I bring 5 t-shirts and a polo shirt, 2 sweaters, 1 wool sweater, which I'm gonna wear on the plane, and a lighter one. 1 pair of chino pants, which I'm also gonna wear on the plane. 1 pair of gym shorts, which I can use in the gym or just to lounge in the hotel. 6 pairs of boxers and socks, both warmer and lighter ones. Thermal underwear, a top and a bottom, the reason being that these work very well in extreme cold, but they also work as layers. Swimming trunks, flip-flops and a microfiber towel, always good to have. Gloves and a hat, because I am traveling in winter. And finally, I am bringing this warm winter jacket, which is my biggest headache, to be honest, because if I'm going to a warmer place, this will be way too big and bulky. And yeah, that actually happened to me 1.5 years ago. I traveled from the Balkans to the Middle East and I had a jacket that was way too warm, so I ended up mailing it home. And it was a bit of a hassle, but still better and cheaper than paying for luggage on every flight. And in case you're wondering, I usually do laundry once a week. But yeah, sometimes if you just need to wash some underwear and 1 t-shirt, you can do that in the shower as well. In terms of shoes, I just travel with 1 pair of high quality leather sneakers because these work in every context. And yeah, if I need hiking boots, for example, I'll just borrow them. That is always easier than carrying them around for months at a time. So yeah, if you want to travel light, you can't pack for eventualities. You need to focus on the essentials and then deal with situations once they arise. In other words, if you are unsure whether you're gonna need something, don't bring it. Alright, some more essentials that I always pack. Those include a 20-liter foldable day pack. This one is by a brand called Waterfly, and it is really useful because then I don't have to take the main backpack on excursions. I also have a Bellroy sling bag, which can be used in all kinds of situations, but especially at the airport. Then a padlock, some earplugs, an eye mask, sunglasses, and a water bottle. In terms of toiletries, I just bring the essentials like a toothbrush, toothpaste, skin moisturizer, hair wax, contact lenses, and then some bar soap and solid shampoo. If you travel carry-on only, you are limited when it comes to the liquids, so solid toiletries are a really great idea. I then also have an electric beard trimmer and some shaving gear. Now, electronics. I am bringing my laptop, of course, and then my tablet, which I mostly just use to watch movies and read books. I take 2 hard drives, 4 TB and 2 TB, a power bank and a universal travel adapter. 2 cameras, my DJI Osmo Action, which replaces my old GoPro, and then my Sony ZV-1. Then I also have a Sony a7 IV, which I'm currently filming on, and a few lenses, but I have to admit that I'm not really using it that much anymore because it is just too big and bulky. So it is not coming with me on this trip. To stabilize everything, I use a little Rolei tripod. Then I also take some noise cancelling headphones, absolutely essential, and also noise cancelling earbuds, which I mostly use in the gym. And some more random boring stuff. And I put all of this into an electronics organizer so that I know where everything is. To get all of this into my bag, I will use packing cubes. The first one is for clothes, so I just roll everything and put it inside. Then the second packing cube is for underwear, swimming gear, and my towel. I also have a few pouches and a laundry bag to put random stuff, the electronics organizer, my packable day pack, and my liquids bag also go into this main compartment. My laptop and tablet go into the dedicated slots, and then I use the mesh pocket for a pouch with some essentials. The camera gear goes into my sling bag for now because I'm gonna be reviewing the first flight on this trip. I use the front pocket for a journal, allowing me to quickly write down some thoughts and ideas. And I also put my sunglasses and main glasses that I use when I don't wear contact lenses in there. And that is it. Now, I just quickly wanted to emphasize that this is my own packing system. So it might work for you or it might not, but I hope that you found some value in this video. Thanks very much for watching and see you in the next one. Goodbye.